Have you ever felt that life is becoming too much overwhelming? Too many responsibilities, too many expectations, too many worries. Sometimes we feel mentally exhausted even when we haven't done much physical work. Deadlines at work, family responsibilities, financial pressures, social expectations, and somewhere deep inside the heart, we feel a constant pressure. If you have ever felt like this, you are not alone. In fact, millions of people today are silently struggling with stress, confusion, and inner emptiness. But what is amazing is that more than 5,000 years ago, the Bhagavad Gita addressed exactly this human problem. Today, I want to share one powerful wisdom from Bhagavad Gita that can help you conquer overwhelm and experience real inner freedom. So let us travel back for a moment to the battlefield of Kurukshetra. A great warrior named Arjuna was standing in the middle of the battlefield. He was powerful, highly trained, and one of the greatest warriors of his time. He had fought many battles before, but suddenly something unexpected happened. His mind became overwhelmed. His hand started trembling. His mouth became dry, and even his powerful bow slipped from his hands. Arjuna said, "I cannot do this." Just imagine this situation. A warrior who had fought so many battles suddenly felt mentally paralyzed. Does this sound familiar? Many of us today may not be standing on a battlefield, but we are fighting our own battles every day. The battle of career pressure, the battle of relationship challenges, the battle of financial worries, and the constant pressure of expectations from society. Just like Arjuna, sometimes we also feel confused and overwhelmed. And that is exactly when Krishna began to speak the timeless wisdom of the Bhagavad Gita. Krishna explained something very powerful. He said that most people feel overwhelmed because they are trying to control things that are actually not in their control. We constantly worry about results, about the future, about what people will think and what will happen if things don't go according to our plans. But Krishna gives a simple and liberating principle. In the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, verse number 47, Krishna says, "You have a right to perform your duty, but you are not entitled to the results." This one statement can completely change our life, because overwhelm begins when we become obsessed with the results instead of focusing on our actions. Our mind starts thinking, what if I fail? What if this doesn't work? What will people say? Slowly the mind becomes heavy with fear and anxiety. But Krishna gives a beautiful freedom formula. Focus on your effort and leave the results to the divine. When we shift our attention from worrying about the result to performing our duty sincerely, the mind becomes peaceful. Krishna's wisdom gives us 3 very practical steps to overcome overwhelm. The first step is to focus on your duty. Instead of thinking about everything at once, simply ask yourself one question. What is my duty right now? Just focus on the next right action. When Arjuna remembered his duty as a warrior, his confusion started disappearing. Overwhelm disappears when clarity of duty appears. The second step is to detach from the results. The result of any action depends on many factors such as time, circumstances, many other factors are there, other people and past karma. But when we understand that we are responsible for our effort and not for the result, the mind becomes free from unnecessary anxiety. This mindset creates inner freedom. The third step is to connect with a higher purpose. Very, very important. When work is done only for ego, competition, or recognition, it creates a stress. But when work becomes service, it becomes meaningful and joyful. Krishna teaches Karma Yoga, the art of working with a spirit of service. When we dedicate our work to the divine, work itself becomes worship. And slowly, stress transforms into spiritual growth. So let me share a very simple practice you can try from today. Whenever you feel overwhelmed, just pause for a moment and ask yourself 3 questions. First, what is my duty right now? Second, am I worrying about something that is beyond my control? And third, can I offer this work as a service to the divine? These 3 simple questions can immediately lighten the mind because they shift our consciousness from anxiety to clarity. The battlefield of Kurukshetra is not just a historical war. It represents the battlefield of our own life. Every day we face challenges, decisions, and responsibility. But the wisdom of Krishna reminds us that we are never alone in this journey. We have aligned our life with the wisdom of the Bhagavad Gita. We move from overwhelm to clarity, from stress to purpose, and from confusion to inner freedom. So real freedom does not come by escaping responsibilities. Real freedom comes when we perform our duties with the right consciousness and spiritual understanding. If you would like to learn how to apply the wisdom of the Bhagavad Gita in modern life, I invite you to join my upcoming session called Gita Life Mastery. In this session, I will share practical ways to find clarity of purpose, develop inner peace, and balance career, responsibilities, and spirituality. So you can find the registration link in the description below. And if this message inspired you, please like this video, share it with someone who may need this wisdom, and subscribe to the channel for more insights from the Bhagavad Gita. See you. Hare Krishna.